Welcome back to our video series on Blackboard Ultra-Based Navigation. This is video 3 covering the calendar, and I am Jessica Edwards, the Director of Distance Learning at Edison State Community College. Let's begin. Okay, let's start with the calendar. Just like anything else, the calendar is a global view. So within the calendar, you will see all your courses. You will also see institution announcements, events. It can be used as a personal calendar. So this calendar is very versatile and could be a tool that is very useful for you and your students. So as you can see, you can just click on the calendar tab over here, and it'll always pop up for where you can see the day. You can change this to the month up here if you wish, where you can see what's going on for the entire month. You can switch through months as well. You can keep it at a day. It'll kind of give you an idea, okay, well today nothing's going on, but tomorrow you have one item due. So you can click on that and it'll take you to it. So this is the schedule view. You can, like I said, you can mess around with how you see it. The calendar up here is also clickable, so if you want to skip forward to a day, you can do that as well. You can also see just what is due. So if you click on due dates, it'll put it in by date. So today, this is due for your students. This is what else is going on, for Friday. So you can view it a lot of different ways, whichever way you wish. One of the things to note for the due dates is that in order for your activities to populate into this calendar, you must use the tool or due date feature in your course. So if you want it to automatically populate, go ahead, set a due date for that activity, that test, whatever it is. Everything, like I said before, if it has a grade, it can have a due date. So if you're not sure how to do that, please let me know. I can help you out with that. The only other way that it will show up is if you add it. So up here at this plus sign, you can add a new event, and it gives you some options. You can add an event for you. You can edit the course schedule, which more than likely you won't need to do. But you might want to put something in there. And you could also add office hours. So let's look at the add office hours first. If you click that, you can see that you can filter it and you can add it to just the courses that you teach. Maybe you're going to have different office hours for each course that you teach. So if you want to add it to all of them, you can do that. If you want to add it to a certain course, you can choose what you want to add it to. You choose the date that you want it to start. So for instance, say your office hours are going to start on Tuesday next week. We'll just keep the time the same. You want it to repeat daily, weekly, monthly. So we're going to go with weekly. You want it to happen every week, 2 weeks. You could choose whatever fits for you. And then down here you can actually add days. So say you're going to have them every Tuesday, and we'll say Thursday of the week. And you can decide how often it'll occur. So maybe it'll end after, 16 occurrences. You can also click on it, and you can see you can have it end on a certain date. So maybe you want to choose to have it end on the end of the semester. You can even type a location, so a room number, or you could even say it is online. And you could put the link to your collaborate room here if it's an online class. So lots of different things you can do here to set your office hours. The way it's very easy for your students to find out, and this will populate to all of the students in this particular course. It'll populate to their calendars. So if we hit save there, the other thing you can do is you can add an event. You could choose if it's what kind of event. So is it your personal calendars? So maybe it's something outside of your courses that you need, maybe a meeting you need to attend. You can add that, and on your personal calendar, it only will show up on your calendar, no one else's. You can add a new event to a certain course. So say you guys are going to, for your student orientation on Friday, you are going to meet online. So you can just click meet online and save that, and it'll add it to your calendar as well. So you'll be able to see, and it'll also add it to your student's calendar as well. So let's look at it by the month. That's easier for me too. You can always go in and edit these as well. If you click on it, you should be able to delete it here or just start editing. If you want to change the title of it, you can click up here. I guess that's something I should have done. Meet online. You can put a link in down there, so it actually tells you what you're doing that day. So lots of different ways to use this calendar. Like I said, it can definitely be a benefit for both you and your students, just to help keep things in track. One other thing to note is that if you add events within your course, so let's go in here to a course. It doesn't really matter. Say you're in your course and you think, oh, I need to add something. If you add something from here and you go to your course calendar and you add, let's say, presentations to here, their presentations are going to be on Monday, certain time. You can say all day, whatever you want. Put in an event description. If you save it here, you will notice it'll populate here, but it'll also go into your calendar and your student's calendar in the Alter navigation, so you can see it in both places. If you click on an item, so say you're looking at due dates and you want to actually go to an item, say on Wednesday their discussion board's due. If you click on it, it'll actually take you right to that discussion board. Say maybe you need to make a quick edit on it before they start doing it. You can, or you need to change the due date, you can even do that. So if you click on it, it'll take you to the actual assignment. The other thing you can do is you can, again, if you hit the gear up here, the calendar settings, you will see all of the calendars that are available. This can act as an institution, so calendar, so you will see stuff on here from the institution. So you can decide what you want to see, what calendars you want to see on your calendar tab. So you can personalize it in that manner as well. And lastly, the last thing I want to mention is coming soon, and it should be sometime in June, but sometimes things do get pushed back. Blackboard is actually going to be rolling out the ability to add external calendars into this calendar tool. So, for instance, when it is rolled out, you click up on the plus sign, you will have another option to add an external calendar. So if you keep maybe a personal calendar on a Google Calendar, then you should be able to get that to sync within here as well. So nice upgrade to come. Thank you so much for viewing our third video in the series. Stay tuned for video 4, and as always, if you need assistance, contact me, or you can go to the Blackboard help website on your screen. Thanks.